When you are one-tricking in League, it is very important to have one thing in mind. Because there's one thing that will happen when you start to play a champion. You will first become a one-trick, and then you'll become a one-tricking one-trick. And that is when the problem comes. And that is what I'll explain to you guys today by using an example of this coaching session that I had yesterday. I am Wackaflcka, a Grandmaster Twitch one-trick pony on Europe West. Before we delve into this video though, I hope you guys are having a good morning, natural and shit like that. So yeah, let's get started. So obviously most people know what a one-trick is, and primarily my content, of course, is focused around Twitch. And something that will happen, you can use this example of any champion, but I assume most people that watch this video are going to be playing Twitch. So we are going to be learning that today. So there's many levels to one-tricking one-trick. Being a one-tricking one-trick. And what it basically implies is that you do one thing and you will only do that thing. So one example would be you will use your Q and you will only flank. You will never go normal. You will never like change how you open on someone. You will always do the same thing, right? And that's when you become a one-tricking one-trick. It is extremely important to keep this in mind because you need to like change it up for different scenarios. You cannot do the same thing every single time. And one thing that became very obvious during the coaching session is that this Twitch had that problem too. And in this video, we'll be focusing primarily on his usage of W. So what we're going to see here is this Twitch is not going to auto-attack or do anything. He's going to lob a W. Here it's of course fair enough because there's no ward. But he's going to W auto-attack like this every single time, right? The deaths or anything of this game is irrelevant. But that is what we'll focus on here. Right, so we're going to go through this game quickly and we'll just see this pattern happen over and over again. Even on the Syndra, I will assume. W, auto attack. Now we're going to go forward. And again, even though I'm only showing you one example in this game, there are a lot of them. The ways you use your Q, the ways you flank, the ways you go, where you like to fight. All of these things. What your preferences, how you like to do things. It is important that you change it up. Because I've personally noticed, especially with other one-tricks like Darius or champions that might be simpler in design, is that due to them one-tricking the champion, they tend to overcomplicate it, right? And in that scenario, someone first time in the champion might have actually performed better. Basically, they're just going to run up to them and kill them, right? But whereas like a one-trick Darius might be like, I'm going to walk up, do max range Q, then I'm going to fling an auto attack, then I'm going to E, then I'm going to do this. And then you have first time Darius, ooga booga, walks up, auto attacks him, W's and just runs him down, right? Like, there's differences to this. So again, I would just want to show how obvious it is here. We might not see it every single time. Here we see it again. This one is fair. And this is another problem with Owen, which is unrelated. Because the other issue that we kind of talked about is he needs to full send it. A lot of the time he had the habit of doing 3 auto attacks, proc his PTA, then ulting, right? But fights in general have like a certain time frame, and you obviously want to maximize your damage. So when you consciously reduce less damage during like 3 seconds out of the 5-second fight, you are kind of griefing yourself. So oftentimes when you engage or fight someone on Twitch, you need to just full send it and hope for the best. But that's not the topic of this video. W, auto attack. Now, this is a problem here because this Lucian might have had dash right now, right? So if you auto attack, and just run him down, like you walk up, auto attack him, wait for him to dash, then you W, that is good. This is something I can actually tell that I'm doing too, that I need to work on, right? Like we cannot catch ourselves in this, which is why I'm calling everyone out watching this video. Have this in mind. We're going to see it again here. W, we saw that, right? Now it's about the full send kind of thing, positioning, whatever. Kind of relevant. This fight's bad. Just to bring this into conclusion, he should never have fought in that position there. He should have brought the fight to Dragon. But again, not the topic of this video. Stealth here. Stealth before his ult's going to be back up. Huge problem again. Again, not a topic of this video. Throw a W there. You can argue that's a different kind of W because he's not doing that W to kill them. He's doing kind of like the zone them or something, right? But You're gonna probably see it again, and I'll end it there, right? Because I'm making my point very, very clear. It is hard to like misunderstand what I mean by this. So if you, whenever you do something, like you can just look at one fight that you take, look at how you did that fight, and they'll be like, I wonder if I do every single fight like this. Like, okay, maybe you open with ultimate, and you're like, I never W when I ultimate. And then you look next fight when you use the ulti, I didn't W there either, but that's weird, right? So sometimes, even though it might seem bad, you should try and do things differently, consciously, just to change it up. W auto deck. That one is fine though, I'd argue, right? Let's take a look at this one. W's, yeah, that was fine, I said. Stoves, weights. Let's see. Will he auto attack first? I think so, because his W wasn't up. Then he did 2 slow auto attacks with ult. But again, that's not the point, right? But we can all see it here. Of course, yesterday I wrote down the timestamps, and we could see him a lot more clearly. I could have pre-recorded this, but I don't think it's very hard to get this example across. So I will actually just end the video here. And just remind you guys to, if you want to be a one-trick, that is fine. But do not become a one-trick in one-trick. Consciously change up your gameplay and do things differently. Even if it is going to be a bad thing. Just that making different decisions in the scenario where you would have done the same thing every single time is good. Right? You just need some variety. In every single aspect of the league. Jungle clearing. You're doing the same jungle clear every time. You're playing for top lane every single time. Change it up. Expand your knowledge. Forcefully. And try something else. Try differently. Don't become a one-trick in one-trick. So yeah, that is it for this video. I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys continue to have good money on the channel, I hope you guys continue to have good money on the channel and shit like that. And take care. This has been Wackaflcka, and have a good one. Peace.